Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be going over my top 10 gems in FIFA 21 right now on the market that you can pick up to vastly improve your team. Now, the rules of today's video, I guess, we are only using players that are under 100k and are special cards. Obviously, there are many good gold cards that are very cheap now, but I wanted to kind of focus on the special cards. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up on it. If this video gets 15 likes, we'll make a part 2 to this talking about even more gems. Let's get into it. So as you guys can see on the screen, the first one is going to be Headliner Amavi. I'm a big fan of this card. I think he is really solid. Now, going over some of his stats, he's only sitting at 20k on Xbox and 17k on PS4. The reason why I like this guy so much, and I know you sweaty little cheeseballs are going to enjoy this, he links to Varane. And you know, those French guys, as well as he has a link to Neymar. I think this is a huge link that not a lot of players really offer. And only being 20k, I think he's very decent. Some people say he's a little bit too slow. I don't really think it matters too much. He's very decent. He's good enough. He's got defensive awareness that's very good, meaning he drops back on defense. His work rates are also pretty decent. He's got high, medium. So if you little cheesers that use, you know, 5-backs or whatever want to use him, he's very good at getting up the field. And again, if you throw a shadow on him, his stats are really good, and I honestly think this guy is a really good left back choice. Next up, we have Bomba, the 82 left mid. Now, he does have another version, obviously, at 84 and 87. However, I think, you know, this card right now on the market is only sitting at 30k for both consoles. I really like this one because he is 4-star. He's got high work rates. Playing on that left side, he's got 90 pace, which I think is just perfect enough for him, and being as cheap as he is. Now, the 84 version is also a very good pickup if you guys want those extra passing stats and stuff like that. However, I don't really think it's very necessary in his position being at a left mid. You know, looking at him, there is a bigger gap on PS between the two, which is why I really do recommend this. I think he's a great card. He's very fast. He gets into teams. He's French. I mean, what more do you guys want from him? I think the best chemistry style to use on this would be like a Deadeye, because you boost up that shooting, passing, and actually the dribbling goes up +1 too. I think it's just perfect. His short passing is 94, which is really all you need from a passer, and he's got good vision too, so there's not too much of a struggle, and his positioning is great. I really do like this card, and I think, you know, he is a really good gem. The next gem of today's video is Carrasco. This is going to be the first inform, the 84 version. Now, I really do like the 84 just a little bit better than the 86 because I don't really see any massive upgrades. Similar to Bomba, the only thing that this card is missing is his passing stats are a little bit lower than his next version. However, guess his price. The first inform is only 35k, whereas the second inform version is sitting at about 100k more on both consoles than him. It really just doesn't make sense to really buy that one because all you get is +4 passing. That's really the significant one. Plus you get a little bit more dribbling and physicality. However, nothing that's very game changing. The only thing I would really look at, the difference between the two is the stamina. But even then, you guys can just use a few chemistry styles to boost up that stamina. I think he's a really good card. Very similar to Bomba, being at left mid, he doesn't need the greatest passing. His short passing is good enough. So all you really need to put on him is like a Deadeye if you want him to be more of a left winger. If not, you guys can always use something like an Architect, which will boost up his physicality up just a little bit more, giving him more strength, jumping, as well as boosting up a lot of his passing stats to be very usable. Specifically that short passing that goes up to +15. He's a really good player. He's 35k, guys. That's very good for a 35k player. Next up, and probably our most expensive player on this list, I try to keep him between 0 and 100k. This next one is going to be second inform Depay. However, I wouldn't be opposed to you guys using the 86 too. I really like this guy's stats because he's very balanced. He has 5-star skills, and he also has high attacking work rate as a center forward striker player. Now, the only downside to him is he does have 3-star weak foot, but he is sitting at 115k on these consoles. Now, it's not too bad for someone like Memphis Depay. I think he's a really good player, a really good shout as somebody who can play good on the wings too. As you guys can see, he actually is a little bit better playing as a winger than as a center forward, but he's still very good. Now, you guys can always look to get the 86. I really don't notice much of a difference between the two. The 86 probably is the better path to go down. if you guys really don't care about the extra little pace stats in there. But still, he's a very decent card, and he's a beast of a striker. Comparing to his 88's price, his 88 is sitting at 200k, while, you know, you can get the 86 for 60k. There's not really a big difference between them, guys. Don't let these informs fool you. These are very, very good value. Next up, we have a stupid Nan. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna pronounce his name right. But I really couldn't believe his price, and I know we got a lot of left back, left mid players in this. But these guys are just really good value. This guy is sick. 92 pace. 92 pace, 84 defending, 84 physical, and 81. I mean, he's great. He is 3-star, but let's be real. What are you guys doing skill moves for with your left backs? Not to mention his work rates are medium high, so defending he's medium, high is for attacking. Guess his price, guys. He's sitting at 32k. This guy has 92 pace and he's sitting at 32k. Now I know his links are a little bit dodgy. He is really only La Liga, but if you guys want to use Carrasco and then like a Ramos kind of hybrid or something like that, or Varane to Carrasco on the left side, those are really, really good links that you can use. I'm a really big fan of this card. I think he's sick for the price. You know, only being 30k, that is a steal in my books. Now we get to a card where I really could not believe the price when I was looking at him. I've used Insigne multiple times this year. I think he's an absolutely insane card. You know, the pace on him and just the dribbling, it makes him feel so fast. And I really don't see too much of a problem with this card. Just for, you know, note, he has 95 for agility and balance. That is insanely fast. There's only one little problem I have with this card, and that's the shooting. His finishing is a 79. But dude, you guys slap a Deadeye on this guy, he turns into a monster. He literally is better than Messi, in my opinion. And he's sitting at 70k on Xbox, 80k on PS4. This guy is an absolute gem. A complete steal. It's like robbery, honestly. He turns into a 92 left wing, you know, or right wing, as well as a 93 cam you can play him as. This is a really sick pull, a really sick card, rather. And I know what you guys are thinking, you know. Serie A. I know he's a little hard to link, hence probably why the price. But with 4-star, really quick, medium high work rates, this guy is a steal for 70k. I think you guys can really build some really fun teams with cards like Insigne and still be, you know, competitive with them. Next up, we have Romelu Lukaku. This guy is also a steal because his price is just insanely low on all his cards. I think realistically, I'm showing the 87 version. I think this is probably the best bang for your buck if you guys are a little bit lower budget, because all the stats that he has are very decent and good enough. Now, this isn't going to be for you little pacey sweats. This is more for people who, you know, can play without just running, because Lukaku is a sick center, you know, I guess center forward striker card that can hold up play if you guys like to use that kind of big men player. Not to mention he's also kind of quick for his size. And he's just a sick card. Sitting at 70k, which I think is really great for him. Now, I like the 87. I think it's good value for 70k. You guys can pick up the 86, however, I just don't see much of a point. You guys can get these little upgrades for literally just 10k more, not even on PlayStation. Like 9k more you can get the 87 for on PlayStation and Xbox, which is why I recommended getting the 87. Now, if you guys do have a little bit more coins to spend and you're looking for a bigger gem, I do recommend picking up the 87 Rule Breaker. I know it's over 100k, but this guy is an absolute beast because his agility and balance is all over an 80, which means he is super usable, super movable. He's a sick card. And then the 88, I just don't see it being worth 100k when the 87 realistically is the same card. But this guy is sick, his hold-up play is great, and you can link him to that Insigne I just recommended too. Next up, our first and I think only goalkeeper of the video. It's Lunin. This guy from the Ukraine, he's actually really sick. I think he's better than Courtois, honestly, and Ter Stegen and all them. I think he's a really sick goalkeeper. His build is really good. He is literally like Pope. He's literally Pope. He's 6'4", and he's only sitting at like 37k right now. 37k for this card, I don't think is really that bad at all. Yeah, you can maybe pick up like, you know, some other cards, but the build makes him worth this. Pope is more expensive than him, by the way, guys. I know Pope has those links to, you know, the English players and Joe Gomez and stuff like that, but Lunin, to you sweaty Varane users, Lunin is a great link option. His size really makes a huge difference, and you'll notice that he's a really good goalkeeper. I like this guy. His stats are good, and you can literally just use like a basic chem style, and he just turns even better. So I would, if this is a card I would probably pick out of all of them so far this video. Next up, we have a card that probably is a little weird for you guys to see. Being that he's only 85 rated, he's probably the cheapest card, and honestly probably not the worst card, but he's probably the lowest tier of them all. And this is for you guys with very, very low budgets looking for a good kind of cam player attacking mid. This guy is really good and really overlooked. He's sitting at only 20k right now, and he's actually got really good stats. Now, he is 3-star, but he does have pretty solid attacking stats, guys. I really did like kind of look into this card because I want to see why he was so cheap, and I guess it's just due to the fact that there's just no hype and he's only 80 pace, but I feel like 80 pace is still enough for a card to be very usable. He's got very decent positioning, his finishing is very good, he's got good enough shot power. Passing wise, he's a very good free kick taker, and he's got good short and long passing. His dribbling's very good, he's got decent high, a decent agility and balance. Good enough stamina. He's just a good all-around player. So if you guys are really low budget and you're looking to add a cam from La Liga, I think this guy is a gem to kind of add to your team. Not to mention he's a very nice looking card too. Decent dynamic, really good card design. And finally, for probably the biggest gem on the market right now, the biggest steal, I literally could not believe his price. Toko Akambi, 90 pace, 89 dribbling, 89 shooting, 88 dribbling, 79 physical by the way too, and 77 passing. Now this guy with those high stats and shooting, pace, and dribbling, you'd think, 60, 70k, which is still very good value. You guys are wrong. He's only 30k. 30k for this card. He's absolutely sick. So I had to ask myself, why is this guy so low? What is wrong with his card? There's nothing wrong with his card. He is a very good player. I don't prefer him at left wing. I do prefer him at striker. So if you guys are going to use him, I'd probably switch him in game. But for a guy with these stats at striker, I think he's a beast. He's already rated as a 90 striker already. Looking at the foot bin kind of, whatever you call this thing. But a 90 rated striker, and not to mention that's without anything. So if I had to choose something to boost up, it would definitely probably be his passing. Now the only thing I find wrong with this card is his passing is very low. 79 short, 67 long passing. But even then, do you guys really use this card for, to pass? No, you're going to use him as a striker to get in behind. His dribbling is good. He's got good agility and balance. I couldn't believe this card at only 30k. I think he's a steal. You guys can link him to any of those French league guys too. I know the nation's a little bit tougher to link, but still with the league, I just find this guy as an absolute gem on the market. If you guys had to use a chemistry style, Deadeye would be good. Boosted up his short passing enough. His shooting just becomes unreal. And then even then, you can use something like, an artist or something to boost up the dribbling, which puts his agility at 99. And then also the passing, where it'll boost everything aside from his short passing. And even something like maybe even finisher to get the the agility and balance up a little bit more if you wanted to. 99 dribbling, and then just the shooting goes unreal again. Or even something like a marksman to get that physical up, to get a little bit higher strength and higher jumping, plus dribbling, plus shooting. I mean, the card, it just he's sick, guys. For that price as well. He's insane. Anyways, that'll wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was kind of fun to do. If this video, like I said, gets 15 likes, we'll do a part 2 of even more players who are gems on the market. The market is full of these kind of players who kind of just go under the radar, but can be really, really sick. Let me know down below, who are your favorite gems on the market right now, and these, kind of players that go under the radar and, turn out to be really, really good. I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you drop a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Until next time, guys, peace.